Hi friends, so what we're going to make today is a do-it-yourself nature journal. You can use recycled materials if you'd like, or really anything, it's completely up to you. What I'm going to be using is a brown paper bag and some paper, so let's get started. So what I'm going to use, I have my brown paper bag, I have some paper, some scissors, a hole punch, some yarn to put it together, and some markers for decoration. You can use markers, crayons, pencils, stickers, pretty much anything you want. You can also use a glue stick, which I don't have right now. I'm not going to use that, but if you want to glue the pages together, or if you want to glue a little pocket or anything like that, you can use glue or you can use tape. It's really up to you. So to start, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my brown paper bag, and how it has the bottom right here is kind of like a foot. We're going to take this line right here where it kind of stands like this, and we're just going to cut along the foot. It's okay if the pages don't end up the same length. You can leave it like that, or you can straighten it out, whatever you would like. So now we're taking the bottom of the bag off. So it should look like this. And then we're going to cut along again, down the sides, like that, to open it up to make our book, just like this. And you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, whatever you want to do. And now we're going to cut our paper to fit the same size. So I'm using white construction paper. You can use construction paper, you can use cardstock, which might be a little harder because it's a little bit tougher of a paper. You can use regular lined paper, anything that you want really. So I folded my paper in half, and then I put the pages together just like a book. And what I found is that my paper that I'm using is a little bit bigger than the paper bag that I'm using as my journal. So what you can do now, if you'd like, you can let the pages be bigger if you want, or you can cut them down to size. That's totally fine too. So I've put my paper in my paper bag, and what I'm going to do is I am going to cut so that it's even, and then we're going to punch some holes in the side. So what I've done is measure my paper to the size of my paper bag, and now I'm cutting so that they'll be hopefully the same size. If not, again, that's okay. It's completely your choice. So I'm going to take my papers and I'm going to fit them in to my book, just like that. And now this part you may or may not need a grown-up for. It really depends on what you're comfortable with. We are going to take a hole punch, and on the folded part right here, which would be our spine, we're going to make, well, I'm going to make 3 holes. If you have a 3-hole punch at home, you can try that. If you only want 2 holes, you can do that. But I recommend at least 2. I wouldn't use 1, it wouldn't be enough. And you're just going to punch your hole straight through your paper and your bag. So now when you make your holes, you want to go a little bit in more, because if you go too close to the edge, it might rip when you fold your pages back and forth. And now we're going to take our string, and we're just going to put through the hole, or your string, yarn, whatever you have. You don't want to tie too close because then the pages won't turn, but you don't want to make it too loose either because that won't work either. So you're just going to tie like that, and then do the same for your other 2 holes. So now you should have your string just like that. So then when you open, now you have your pages to fill with whatever you'd like. Now comes the creative part and the fun part. If you want, you can decorate the front however you'd like. You can put my nature journal, my seasons, the 4 seasons. You can make one for each of the 4 seasons if you'd like. It's really up to you. So forgive me, I'm writing upside down with this, so we could say, you know, my nature journal, blah, 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 or whatever you'd like. Again, forgive me, I'm writing upside down and backwards. Like that. Or whatever you'd like. You can decorate, like you can draw some leaves. Those I cannot do upside down. You could draw like that. You know, however you'd like to decorate it so that we know that it's your nature journal. And that's pretty much it. And you can fill it with, on your pages, you can put different pieces of nature that you find, or you can write prompts about what you see outside. If you went to the beach, if you saw a nice tree on a walk in the park or something like that, you're just gonna document anything nature related that you feel is nice for you, that you enjoy, anything like that. You can also, if you want to add a pocket to the front, that's where the bottom of our bag comes in. You are going to cut it up however you'd like. Just make sure that you leave part of the bottom on there so that you can have something to hold on to with it. So you can, if you'd like, you know, cut the sides to flatten the bottom, and you can glue right here, and we can cut the top completely off like this. And you can leave the sides folded in if you'd like, or you can take them out if you want to make them flat. And then you would just tape it or glue it, and you have yourself a little pocket that you can add things into as well. And there you have it, my friends, your nature journal. Happy crafting!